We will study today joints of pelvis beta. So like very small topic. So yesterday also in the diagram I have shown you L5 and S1 are fusing to form lumbosacral joint, no? Do you remember we had some plexus over there? Sympathetic, parasympathetic, autonomous nervous system. What is the name of superior or inferior?
Both.
Superior, isn't it? So that is like a small recollection how it looks, because in this PowerPoint we don't have diagram. So lumbosacral joint, this is a joint which is formed between L5 and S1. Okay, so here we have ligaments between the fifth lumbar vertebra and the base of the sacrum, and between them you will have interarticular disc, no? So the disc is also very thick and it is thickest anteriorly. So the stability is further increased by widely spaced articular processes. So here you have one ligament also. While discussing lumbar vertebrae, I have shown you this ligament, iliolumbar ligament. I will show you again. The body of fifth lumbar vertebra is making an angle of about 120 degrees with the sacrum. Okay. So that is few points. In case suddenly if a question comes, lumbosacral joint, you should be able to tell, no, write something, isn't it? Then next, sacrococcygeal and intercoccygeal joint. Okay, beta. So next joint what we have, these are also like 2 to 3 points only. Sacrococcygeal and intercoccygeal joint. Sacro, that means the sacrum bone and the coccygeal bone, they are fusing here. This is the secondary cartilaginous joint between the apex of the sacrum and base of coccyx. So here you will also have a thin intervertebral disc and the ligaments from anterior aspect, then posterior aspect. From anterior aspect, you call it as ventral sacrococcygeal ligament. Okay, from posterior aspect, you have deep and superficial. That means one below the other. The one which is towards the surface is superficial dorsal sacrococcygeal. If you remove this, you will see deep dorsal sacrococcygeal ligament. Okay. Then we have sacroiliac joint. So sacroiliac joint, where do we find? Between the auricular surface of the ilium bone and the auricular surface what we have correspondingly in the sacrum bone. So that is sacroiliac joint. It's a synovial joint of plain variety. So the joint is articular surface of sacrum which is covered with fibrocartilage. Then auricular surface of ilium which is covered with hyaline cartilage. Okay, remember the difference in cartilage. In sacrum, both are ear shaped only, beta. Correspondingly, ear shaped they are. Okay, sacrum, fibrocartilage, and ilium, hyaline cartilage. So, what are the various? This is actually, you need to remember all these names of the ligaments, beta. Which joint we are discussing? Sacroiliac joint. So, fibrous capsule, ventral sacroiliac ligament, interosseous sacroiliac ligament, dorsal sacroiliac ligament, short transverse, short posterior sacroiliac ligaments, long posterior sacroiliac ligaments, then vertebropelvic ligaments. I'll show you all these. Iliolumbar ligament, sacrotuberous, these are very popular, no? Sacrotuberous, sacrospinous ligament. We have seen at the pelvic outlet also. Okay, beta? So all these things. See, you can see this is the ear-like surface, auricular surface, what you are finding in the hip bone. Correspondingly, auricular surface you are finding with sacrum. Here you have hyaline cartilage, here you have the fibrocartilage. Okay. So what is symphysis pubis? The secondary cartilaginous joint which is present between the bodies of right and left pubic bones. In between you will see a fibrocartilaginous disc is intervening. So here also you will see there is one ligament, that is arcuate pubic ligament. This word we came across when we were doing perineum, anterior boundaries. Okay, then anterior pubic ligament. So pubic symphysis is permitting slight movements between hip bones which help in observing the shock. Okay, so that is all, beta. So after that I will directly share textbook only.